Um, I just wanted to say something real quick. Um, don't waste your energy trying to explain uh what you've been through with one narcissist or many narcissists. The whole experience, don't bother trying to explain it to anybody that hasn't been through it, and definitely don't try to explain it to a narcissist that they definitely won't get it. So save your energy. Um, don't waste your energy trying to explain it to people that haven't been through this type of experience around psychopaths, basically, um, because they won't get it. Um, I don't care if they're in the medical field. Uh, I don't care what their position or their title is or their whatever. If they haven't been through it, they don't really get it. Um, but you can try to explain, like I've tried to explain to my counselor the shit I've seen, but they're kind of trained in the spiritual a little bit, so the counselor might get it, but I don't think psychologists would get this. Um, this type of spiritual uh, warfare uh, that you've been through. I don't think a psychiatrist would get this. From the psychiatrists I've talked to, um, uh, in the last few years. So basically, the medical field is pretty ill equipped for this kind of a thing, in my opinion, because they ignore the spiritual aspect, but the spiritual aspect is the major component of the whole battle against these psychopaths. It's the major component is the spiritual, and that's why medications don't really work. You know, sure you could like ease a symptom here and there, but as far as like healing all that you went through with around these demons, there's no medication that'll heal you instantly from this. There's nothing. So you just kind of have to like talk through it, like uh with other survivors that have been through it and have seen it, and uh that gives you some validation there. You'll get more validation from the survivors than you will from the medical field, anybody in the medical field, because some of the medical field people are narcissists. Like my father's a narcissist. He's a doctor. He was a doctor, and now he's a teacher. And my mother, who is a narcissist, an inverted narcissist, is a nurse. Yeah, there's psychopaths right there in the medical field, straight up, taking care of you when you go to the hospital or see a doctor. Psychopaths behind closed doors mostly. You get the false front person when you see them in public. You get the false front person, but behind closed doors is when you get the psychopath. One on one. You get the real self. You get the abuser behind closed doors. But yeah, just don't waste too much energy trying to explain this to people that haven't been a victim of these psychopaths. Um, and definitely don't try to explain it to the psychopaths. So save your energy in that regard. I think uh, maybe just other survivors get it, and maybe probably God gets it uh, because I'm still going. You know, he knows what I've been through. He knows what I've seen. Uh, he knows. I've seen some shit. It wasn't normal. uh, Coming from my parents, yeah, I've seen some scary shit from my parents. Uh, Without even knowing they were psychopaths or knowing they were narcissists at the very least. Uh, I knew there was something off, very off about the whole parental uh, situation. So, anyways, yeah, that's just something I learned today. Like, um, I tried to explain this to a counselor. Like they don't really they don't really get it because they haven't been through it. Uh, like if the only way they'd get it is if their like partner was a narcissist and they unmasked in front of them. You know what I mean? They finally unmasked in front of them. That's the only way they'd get it is if a narcissist unmasked right in front of them. In their own personal life, they'd get it. Be like so. But I haven't found a counselor that really really gets it. Uh, I've had counselors say they kind of have experience around narcissists, but I don't know how much as far as like being entangled with one. Uh, so, anyways, if you found a professional that gets this, then you're lucky. If you find a professional that really gets narcissist abuse, you're lucky. You know, in my opinion, you're really lucky. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Is just like you don't have to waste your energy trying to. Because I've tried to explain to people. I've been afraid to explain to people mostly what the hell I've seen and experienced growing up because I got called crazy enough by the psychopaths, by the narcissists. I don't want to be called crazy by everybody else, you know what I mean? On top of that, I've been called crazy enough, for a lifetime. And so I'm kind of tired of uh I don't really want to enforce it, by talking about it and then like giving them ammunition to call me crazy for the millionth time. Call me crazy for the millionth time, just for breathing. Call me crazy. I know some of you understand that. Being called crazy just for breathing. Oh, he's breathing. He must be crazy, says the psychopath. The psychopath says I'm crazy, of course, because they don't want to be exposed, motherfuckers. But anyways, that's all I want to say is just try to save your energy in that area. You know, it's a waste of time to try to explain it to people. It's a waste of time, unless they've been through it. It's a fucking waste of time, in my opinion. So just live your life and don't try to explain things. Unless you come across another survivor, then you can talk about it. You know what I mean? That's the only time you can talk about is with another survivor, in my opinion. Other than that, just don't waste your energy. Conserve your energy for other things like yourself preservation towards yourself, self care, that kind of thing. Save your energy for yourself, taking care of yourself, in my opinion. So, anyways, just my 2 cents on that. So, anyways, that's all I was impressed to say today. So, yeah. It is kind of depressing that not a lot of people understand this unless they get victimized by it, unless they get entangled by it. Uh, not a lot of people get it unless they get it in the grip of a psychopath. You know what I mean? If they're in the grip of a psychopath, they don't really get it unless they've been in that grip. In my opinion, So, anyways, hope you guys are doing good out there. I will talk to you guys later. See ya.